So we're going. All right. So hey, welcome to another edition of Game Day Judge. I am TJ. This is Clayton. Clayton is drinking beer. I'm drinking wine.
Episode 26.
Episode 26. If you're not doing it already, like, follow, and subscribe. Not a lot to talk about Houston ball-wise because Texans are out, Astros are in the off-season, and the Rockets did not play tonight. They played last night, or on Monday. So, got the win over Indiana.
You know what?
Without Kevin Durant, so it's pretty good.
Is he okay? Just like is it a rest thing?
Yeah, I think he's fine. I think they put ankle down, but I think it's just precautionary. You know, maybe it just rolled it and just, hey, back to back, second night of a back to back. Why don't you just sit this one out?
It's very Astros to just give a body part and discomfort, and we'll let you know.
Yeah,
he's got shoulder discomfort, so
yeah,
he's actually out for the season.
Yeah.
Them's the breaks. I saw there was another two Astros that were called in on the World Baseball Classic. Pena is going to play for the Dominican Republic, and they asked Hunter Brown to pitch for the United States, and he said no, or he was told no. I don't know how many of them are making their own decision here and how many of them are being told by the team. You said it right. If you want to play extra baseball, play it in October.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Pena doing it. Pena's young and spry and could probably use the at-bats. But he was hurt some last year too.
And look, and here's the difference. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that talk about, well, the basketball players get to play in the Olympics, and there's not really any outlet there for the football players to represent their country, but there will be with flag football. And baseball doesn't really...
The Olympic sport of flag football. I forgot completely.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing here soon. And baseball doesn't have that. They have this World Baseball Classic, and they don't get a chance to really represent their country in that way. But at the same time, the amount of money that baseball pays their players to play Major League Baseball, you can't risk it. You can't risk playing a quote-unquote meaningless game in February with spring training right around the corner. I mean, pitchers are about to be called here in the next couple of weeks. I just went to a high school soccer game tonight, and on my way in, high school baseball is scrimmaging. They had their first scrimmage today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's almost baseball season.
It's something. It happens in baseball basically year round. You'll see. I think that there's like Mexican leagues they're professional leagues. But our guys will go down there, or Major League Baseball players in general will go down there, and they'll play a whole, fall ball league. They'll play 40 games in the off season. And it's just like Paredes did it. It's the same thing. I understand, keep your players safe, but they play year round. I think that it's as far as the league,
they play year round, but I think it's the level of intensity
absolutely
that they play at when they play at the World Baseball Classic, because they are representing their country, and so they feel like they've got to.
You play for
they play it like they're playing World Series October games,
diving for balls.
And I don't know what the World Baseball Classic pays, but
I don't know that it does.
It's not what Jim Crane pays. What's his name?
Jim Crane.
It's not what he pays.
Jim Crane Dyken's son.
I almost said one, John McClane, and then two, Roger
Oh, you're gonna get me here. Drayton
What
McLean.
was that? Drayton McLean. That's what I was gonna say him. Yeah, I was getting a couple names confused. But yeah. Isaac Paredes.
Isak.
He just signed a 1 year deal
Did
with the Stros. Yeah.
good. Good.
So
Boat.
that that broke today. Since I'm running the sports page here in New Braunfels, we had the Rockets.
You have a little mentor,
We had
You're doing a little mentor operation.
I'm the insider here in the San Antonio area.
You've got a Gen Z, you got a Zoomer who you're training.
Yeah, I got a Gen Z guy here. He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Has he said
He
anything
coached
that's
up a
just
little bit.
a different language than you yet?
No, he's pretty quiet. He's pretty quiet to himself. I mean, he says like
Chad, are we cooked?
when I no like I guess like the most Gen Z thing he says like if I say something and I'll be like cool. He's like heard.
Heard. That's
Like,
kitchen talk. That's kitchen talk.
like,
That's like we've got
well,
sea bass to
and,
John Dory to the window. 4 minutes. Heard. Everyone goes.
Heard.
Heard.
well, no, it's more like heard. Like I heard it. I heard what you're saying. And I don't know. I say cool. Like after like
Cool.
when when I'm done with you and I've said what I need to say and I want you to get doing what just said. What I just said, I go cool, and they go cool, and I go all right, get out of here.
Roommate Jake Heidman, whenever he was, it's a core habit. It's from the core. I know it is, but what they say when
For those who don't know, roommate Jake is Jake Heidman,
they're both
who was
Jake.
Clay's roommate in college.
They're both roommates in college, which is kind of an issue. That's why I said roommate Jake, and it didn't clarify the situation at all.
Yeah. Jake, Clay had two Jakes as roommates.
Yeah, and you called one of them the other Jake.
The
There's a reason that you're the other Jake. Which rude.
Oh, well, if he's listening, I'm sorry I said that.
Heavy as the commissioner head. They had the commissioner crown. You know, it was back when you were wearing it.
Was he in the league?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
things come out. things get said.
Yeah. All right. Well, NBA trade deadline is Thursday.
The core talk. The core talk was where you say cool. He says,
"Yeah.
Does that make sense?" And he really wants to know if it does or not. Because if it doesn't,
you got it.
We'll go back.
If you got it, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Does that make sense?
It's
it's a question that probably I should probably ask more often. Does that make sense? But you run into the issue like everybody does where somebody says that in a work setting and they're your boss.
Yeah. Well,
does that make sense? Yeah, that makes total sense. Like it's just you're not going to say no.
No, I'm not going to say no. Did they say yes? Go back to their desk and go.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I guess I'll figure it out on my own.
being in those shoes, yeah, that's exactly what you do.
Yes, it absolutely makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense.
Absolutely, and then you go to the desk and you go, okay. So I remember what they said. Now let me try to put it together again.
Action.
So,
words to action.
Words to action. How can I know I said it? I understand it, but now I actually need to. So
we're gonna have to talk about that flag football thing for the Olympics. That's a good topic. It deserves a draft or something.
Yeah, but it's a summer Olympic thing,
that's
isn't it?
2 years from now.
That's a ways
Episode
away.
200.
We do have the winter. We have the Winter Olympics coming up here soon, and I'm stoked about that, man. I think the Winter Olympics they are my favorite Olympics.
They're in Italy.
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
favorite is the
Milan.
long jump, the skiing long
Yeah.
jump where they're
Oh
flying.
yeah.
They just put them out and catch air.
Forever, dude.
Um,
Forever.
uh, we don't have a name for a segment that's like a buy or sell segment. Um, chug it or plug it or chug it. Who knows? Shout out
Plug
Lindsey
it,
Vaughn.
chug it.
Plug it or chug it. Not talking about butts. Shout out Lindsey Vaughn. Tore her ACL.
Shout out Lindsay.
Tore her ACL, and she's just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep going. She's
Yeah.
41. She's like, I'm not waiting another 4 years to do it. I'm just gonna wait. She's pulling a Phillip Rivers. Just play on a torn ACL and go. You don't need him. You don't need him.
Oh, I'm excited for the Winter Olympics. I like the bobsledding. I like the curling. I'm gonna really try this year. Honestly, I'm gonna try to get into figure skating. I'm gonna try to.
Just go.
I think I can get into it.
It's athletic. It
is.
Those curling guys,
watched,
man. The curling is cool.
Curling is cool. So I've always thought if there was one thing that if I dedicate 4 years of my life to, if I don't have natural athletic ability, I don't have natural talent. Every athletic achievement I have ever earned, I earned that. That came from
hard work and dedication.
My blood, sweat, and tears. That wasn't God given. And yes, for those at home, I didn't win a lot of athletic awards or achievements. But had I had 4 years and a lot of time and a lot of money where I could dedicate every minute of my waking breath to something,
curling.
I would give it to curling.
Are you going pro or are you going sweep?
And I would go pro and I would become the greatest curler ever.
Are you going to throw or are you going to sweep? I'd have to sweep.
I think you got to do it all. I think there's a rotation. For sure.
To brush up.
For sure. I think you have to.
They have their ace. You know, they have an ace. Yeah. They have an ace.
Well, yeah, you have your specialty, but you have to be
front broom.
You have to be good at it all. Because you have there's three.
There's three folks.
Is there three? There's three of
them.
Two
broomers and a thrower.
Well, there's one broomer. There's the thrower, and then there's someone else who's calling it.
There's two brooms down there. There's two guys. Yeah, there's two broomers.
One of them. Okay. All right.
Unless those are opposing teams brooming. Can you broom the opposition?
Can you battle the brooms?
Get your broom out of here, dog. You get my eyes.
You're probably right. Dog. There could be four, but yeah, I think you have to be a master of all, or not a master. You have to be pretty good. Maybe you have your specialty. I think I would be a good thrower, to be honest.
I'd have to make myself be a broomer. I'd have to broom.
Yeah,
I think that there's some part that's like, you know, there's touch to it. There's touch to both.
Yeah, there's touch to both. Yeah, you're guiding the ship. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what it's called. The puck.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah, the thing. I mean, it's in the broomer's hands.
I'm gonna look it up.
Once it leaves the thrower's, the curler's hands, it's completely up to the broomer to get the bullseye, to get the ace or whatever it is.
They're called rocks.
Rocks. So when you throw the rock,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, you get
curling's
two
fun.
broomers.
Snowboard half pipes fun.
Oh, I mean, we grew up in the heyday of the snowboard halfpipe, the flying
Yeah,
tomato. You know,
yeah. Sean White.
the flying
Sean.
tomato.
Yeah, there will never be another Sean White.
No, he was so young. He was so young and was throwing the sickest out there. Just unreal.
Do you do you? I think it was Good Morning America, one of the morning news shows or everything, and he had just won like his a gold medal or whatever. He's being interviewed, and he wasn't 21 yet,
Yeah,
and he was like, "We're up all night
I
drinking,"
mean,
and the journalist was and the reporter was just like, "Now you're not 21 yet. What were you drinking?" He goes, "Mountain Dew, baby."
Mountain Dew, baby.
You know, I was drinking that Mountain Dew,
You
baby.
know it. Shout out Baja Blast.
Yeah, Sean White, one of the great ones.
Never won a Super Bowl, for what it's worth.
Never won a Super Bowl.
That's a little. We
Yeah,
call that in the industry. We call that foreshadowing. Um,
yeah, that's a tease. That's actually what in the industry what we call a tease.
hey, you're the one in the industry. I'm not.
We're teasing y'all. What are we teasing? NBA trade deadline? What are the Rockets gonna do?
You know, uh, color me a naive guy. I thought. I guess I don't. As far as team building, team makeup goes, I thought that when you lost Steve Adams, that was the more immediate need to be filled at a trade deadline, and it probably wouldn't cost as much to go back up center, more than what it sounds like, which is that we're in the market for a guard. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I also you have Clint Capella, which
we established last week that he's washed.
he is washed, but this is why you brought him in. I mean, you brought him in to in case of emergency situations, and the man is capable. He's younger than I am, so it's not like he's old. Um,
It's debatable.
yeah, debatable, debatable, but I mean he played all right. He had a nice little behind the back pass the other night, but also you have Shangoon, who is a big man and who is in his fourth season and supposed to be taking on, that larger role. So
Snubbed,
the
snubbed from the All Star game,
snubbed from the All Star game.
which I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do that.
He, I think he missed a pretty important part of the first part of the season there. I mean, he was out for probably a week and a half, and I think that was right after the NBA Cup or whatever that
Yeah,
thing
the
is.
season tournament.
I don't know. I think he missed. I think he missed some time at a wrong spot there, and we got one All Star and KD's in. But going back to what you said, we have Jabari Smith as well, so we have another big man. So that's Kevin Durant himself is 7 feet tall. So I mean, you still have length and you have height. What this team is really lacking is that veteran point guard that will just
Yeah,
kill
command the
will
offense.
stop the nosebleed. A lot early on in this season, we've had some issues where the other team just gets on a little run there, or we just can't find an offensive groove, or we struggle finding a basket in the half
Yeah,
court set. A veteran guard will make sure that doesn't happen. Like one way or another, we'll get the stop. We'll get a bucket here. So
I've
I
seen
think that's what the team is missing.
I've seen Kobe White as the name that was targeted. That was earlier today.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. I like him. He's a good outside shooter. He's on the younger side when you're thinking of veteran guards. You're not really thinking about a guy probably in his mid to late 20s, but mean, he's easily capable of putting up 30 on any given night. So you have to. He's another guy you got to guard. My fear is okay. So you trade for Kobe White. He's young. He lights it up. What does that do to Shepard's minutes? Because while I want a veteran guard to come in there and help,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to take away from Reed Shepard's growth and development and taking minutes away from him. So
I saw he's had over the course of the last like week or so, the 3-pointer's just been off. It's been bad. And so
yeah.
I've been keeping track of it just because we have your stat, right? Even with all of this, 39% on the season.
39%. Okay. So we're still hovering around that 40% mark.
I have 2 clips.
But what's important about what's important about it though is while he is still struggling, he is still shooting.
Yeah. And his minutes aren't really getting like cut.
Shoot or shoot. So yeah, you got to appreciate the coaching staff for knowing that, you know, this guy's strength is shooting the basketball. So go out there and shoot the basketball. You got a wide open 3-pointer and you pass it off. It better be to Kevin Durant, because other than that, you're the best guy to be shooting that ball.
Yeah.
And Kevin Durant better be wide the open.
Get open, dude.
First F-bomb of the night.
Hey, you got to break the seal. That was good. I appreciate it. I had a little S-bomb earlier, but those don't really even count. Whenever I was going through and editing last week, I was like, do you even bother to bleep the S? It's so much work.
Oh, no, it's just stick with the Fs.
You know, it was funny whenever we were talking about it during the podcast when I said, if you give me the long F-bomb, then I'll try to bleep it the long way. And it was such hell on the back end. I had to delete and re-upload the podcast last week. I had a hellish time. The laptop doesn't help. The 2015 Kia Altima of laptops is not helping. It's not Altima. It's not even a real car, a Kia Altima. Yeah, anyway. No long F1s, okay? Keep them 2 seconds or less.
No, yeah. I've learned my lesson. I won't do that again.
I'm
trying to keep it relatively clean tonight.
I'm going to put them in the pod rather than try to show them to you. There's 2 clips because tonight's the Pro Bowl. I don't know if you knew that. It's our first All-Star game as a podcast. And you can see how little people care about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Don't know why All-Star games are bad. In football, I guess it makes sense because no one really wants to get hurt. But I mean, anyway, there's 2 clips.
They also like for 4 or 5 months. Here's the difference. Here's the difference between football, baseball, and basketball for the All-Star games right now. Baseball and basketball are semi-successful because it's in season.
Yes.
These players aren't like their season isn't over. They're still there's
games afterwards
available. There's games afterwards. They're all still available. They're not mentally checked out. All these NFL players got nothing going on. Like they got nothing tomorrow. They're mentally checked out. They don't give a shit.
I don't even know where the game is. Like it's not in Hawaii anymore. They used to go play it in Hawaii.
Yeah. Like I tell my staff all the time, if you don't give a shit, why should I give a shit? And if I don't give a shit, why should the readers give a shit? So it all starts with you. You should give a shit. I should give a shit so the readers can give a shit.
It'd be nice if they gave us a give a shittable product. It's just not a give a shittable product.
So there was no football last weekend. What they need to do is have an NFL Combine type weekend where there's competitions like years and years and years ago. There's like a clip
have
where
the skills
like
competitions and all that. We just still don't give a shit about it. They have them.
But they should do it during the weekend last weekend when no one's doing anything.
No one's doing anything this weekend either.
The game's tonight though, and everyone's doing something this weekend. This weekend's the Super Bowl.
Okay, yes, but it's like they were doing stuff on Friday, Saturday, or on Saturday, Sunday. I assume. I have no way of knowing.
What were they doing?
I don't know. There's never an NFL anything on a Tuesday night. Why did they move this to a Tuesday night? Last year it wasn't on a Tuesday night.
No.
Whenever Alvin Kamara got arrested or something the night before the Pro Bowl, it was on Sunday.
Growing up back in the day, I remember the Pro Bowl being the Sunday before. Like there's a week.
Yeah.
A weekend between the Super Bowl and the conference championships. Yes. That's when and it was that Sunday, and the day before the game, that Saturday,
was the skills competitions.
Yes,
the quarterback accuracy thing and the running back.
They need to do that. The skills competition. Get rid of the game completely. Get rid of the game. The game is not important. No one cares about the game.
That's correct.
Nobody wants to get hurt. It's a horrible product.
Correct.
Halfway through the season, everyone gets a bye week. Everyone gets a bye week, and there is a skills competition in Vegas or something like that. And they add new skills challenges, and
the only way to get more eyes on it is for it to be in the season. I'll agree with that. The thing is that you just can't have any kind of real football that's not for your team, because people get hurt way too easy, and
that's what I'm saying. Get rid of the season. Get rid of the game.
So there's no saving it, which is kind of sad.
So there's the big debate. There were a couple last season, or what's the name of that one guy? I Show Speed.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a big debate between him and Tyreek Hill.
Who could run faster, and
who could run the 100-yard dash faster? Boom. Have them race.
Just do 40s. That's a great. You'd get more eyes on just head-to-head 40s around the league.
For sure.
Or just do
for sure.
Like, I don't know how you do punt returns. If you did punt returns with those like dummies that have wheels, and you let the dummies make like the blocks and the lanes.
Yeah. Or have like the Pro Bowl linemen kick field goals.
Hit the sled. How far can you push the sled, big boy?
Yeah. Something like that. I think. Anyway.
The point of this whole thing, the whole reason I brought up the whole,
you were going to say
we spent more time on the Pro Bowl than the Pro Bowl has. There's two clips that are back to back on our Twitter feed, which is Game Day Chug at Game Day Chug, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. You heard it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. The first clip is with 25 seconds left in the game. The NFC with Jalen Hurts under center lines up to do a tush push in the Pro Bowl. It's flag football, so no one is pushing. And Hurts does like a little jaunt into the end zone. Haha, it's very funny. And then the next clip I see, it says, "Dog, somebody please tell Azeez Al-Shire it's the Pro Bowl and a flag football game," because he planted somebody. He broke up a pass over the middle of the field. I don't know no different. That's all I know is blowing you up.
And that's what I'm talking about. Just get rid of the game completely, because you got these guys out here that they're just wired differently.
Offensive players see Azeez Al-Shire on the other side, and they say, "I'm not. Hold on, I don't want to play with them." He means.
Think of it like 10 years ago, and you're telling Brian Cushing he's got to play flag football.
Yeah, play slow. Don't hit somebody.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
There was a clip that was going around. Cushing was on a pod, and he said that whenever Vrabel was their linebackers coach, that he would go play fullback so that he could. Vrabel would go and get in the fullback spot and run what the fullback was supposed to do because that's who the linebacker is impacting to try to blow up the play. And he was giving Cushing the business about how he's not blowing up the play correctly or he's not, making a difference at the line. And Cushing in pads and helmet and Vrabel in his coaching V-neck or zip-up vest meet in the hole, and Cushing gave him all of the business and knocked on his ass. And he said, and we didn't have that drill anymore. I put a stop to it.
Well, it talks about what kind of player Cushing was and what kind of coach Vrabel is.
They're football guys,
They're both football guys, and they were both trying to do their job.
The anticipation or the excitement that you expressed for the Winter Olympics, I'd like to express that for the game of golf right now, because this week it's not the real start of the season, but it's the first tournament that will have a lot of eyes on it this weekend, which is the Waste Management. It's the one in Scottsdale with the stadium seating, and they have a hole that you're allowed to chirp. You're allowed to be loud, and it's like Mardi Gras on a golf course. I'd love to go one day. It's like a very game day chug coded event. Get us to Scottsdale type of deal. But this is the first time that people are going to be paying attention to golf this year. I'd like for you to watch some of it, I'd like for you to put it on for your nap.
This weekend?
Yeah. Well, it starts on Thursday through Sunday.
Okay.
As are all golf tournaments. There's a time somewhere.
I'm traveling, so if I have time, I will.
Even in travel, you want to make everyone else in the car go to sleep. You play a little bit of the golf commentary on TV.
Jim Nantz,
tricky little approach shot here, 230 yards right to left. Just got to watch out for that front side bunker. It's been eating balls all day, and if you hit it in there, it's likely a bogey. Here he goes.
And then you hit the tire thing.
My daughter has moved on from the movie obsession. Is we've gone from Monsters Inc. to Cars. And so he's like, we've got ourselves a nodder.
Got ourselves a nodder, yeah.
Those guys are funny.
Did you ever listen to that voice message I sent you?
I did, but it was after the.
Yeah. So for the audience, Clay's daughter, both his children were obsessed with Monsters Inc. Sounds like were in the past tense for a while.
It's still a feel good movie, still a comfort movie, but
Monsters Inc. on the TV. So I sent Clay a voice message, and I made it as loud as I can, and I will say, "Monsters Inc. is on TV. Monsters Inc. is on TV. Logan, Monsters Inc. is on TV." Yeah. Just so hoping that maybe Logan was around
for the transcription of the audio. Yeah. Very helpful in a situation like that.
I guess around certain friends you have to read the transcript.
You got to screen your calls.
You got to screen your transcriptions before you listen to them. I suppose that is the case.
You said something the other day, and I didn't want to dog it in the text message, but now I have a good opportunity to do so. You said that you were going to sign your daughter up for soccer.
Yeah.
Your daughter is how old?
Uh-oh,
that wasn't a trick question.
Well, she's one, but if you want
Like when the
specifics,
league starts, how old will she be?
I don't know. You can sign them up as early as 18 months. So I think,
Over under 4 goals in a season by a team. Because
I don't know. I don't know. I have
they
no
won't
idea
know
what
to
it would
keep
be
their
like.
hands off the ball. They're not going to stay in
No,
the square. They're not going to like
but
it is. That's not
but
soccer. It's like we have a play
yeah,
date at the park and there's going to be 20 of us and there's one ball.
right,
Every 3 minutes,
right,
some kid will be coming over to the sideline crying that the ball has been taken from
yeah,
them. It's just
yeah,
not. We don't need to call it
yeah,
soccer.
yeah. But you know what? It's gonna be cute as hell, and she's gonna get into a little habit of going to soccer practice.
Oh, there's
And
practice.
Clay, yeah, there might be practice.
Practice might
Uh,
help.
you know,
Talking
uh,
about practice?
right now, and hey,
Not even a game?
as of right now, I might be the coach. So yeah, if I'm the coach, there might be
You gotta
practice.
put
There's
on
definitely gonna be
you gotta go put on kicking and screaming, and
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
find your local meat market.
yeah,
Find the
yeah.
Italiano.
The Italiano
Find the
is
kid
my
who's
coffee.
already juggling at a year
Yeah.
and a half.
No, my mind was blown when I saw 18 months soccer,
That's
but
crazy.
it's there.
That's
It's
crazy.
there. It's available. I'm gonna at least check it out
I mean, there's no harm in checking it
because
out. No harm.
if the games are you know for an 18-month-old, I can only imagine the games are probably around late morning or early
Yeah,
afternoon,
yeah.
and so
And hopefully they're only
shit.
30 minutes long.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully they're an hour long, 2 hours long.
Tire these little suckers out.
That's what I'm
Don't give them
saying.
back to me. you,
Like,
you
like
guys just
that's what I'm
work them
saying. If
out.
we can kill a couple hours on a Saturday, wear this kid out.
The
Heck,
uh, the child
go
gymnastics
home.
classes that we've got for these kids are a double-edged sword. It's cool because they get coordination and group, like you know, manners. Let them go first. This and that. Share. All that stuff is great. But the added dexterity. I've got kids climbing up the back of my couch and like doing front flips onto the cushions now.
Now they're action
I
heroes.
have action heroes. And I have
Yeah.
I have like a monkey see monkey do situation going on where one of them does it and the other one's like I can do that. My sister just
Yeah.
did it, and I'm a guy, so I can.
What you should do, you should take a video of that and have that song, "Whatever you can do, I can do better.
I That's exactly right.
Whatever you can do, I can do better than
And we have the
you." No, you
trampoline
can't.
out back.
Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't.
We have see we're doing our
Oh yeah.
we've got some breakdancing type of deal going on here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
She could be in the next Summer Olympics for breakdancing.
Gosh, I think that
It's
one
got to be
might be a
better than
one and
Raymond.
done. That might be a one and done after Miss Australia took over the world.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they did. I think they did say that we're not going to bring that back.
Because they kind of made a joke out of it. At least the only one that I've ever seen. I didn't see the gold medal winner. I saw the
Yeah,
one chick from Australia.
didn't see anything else. Yeah, yeah.
Rough, really rough.
That, and that's the pity of the world we live in these days. Because if had that been 30 years ago, you would have never seen her. You'd have only saw the champion in great breakdancing, and it would have set the right precedent for years to come. And then,
But all that
here
we can
today,
do is make a meme of things,
yeah, but all we can do is make fun of people
trying their
and
best.
make meme of, yeah, who are trying their best on an international stage, and we got to make fun of them and ruin a whole sport. So R.I.P. breakdancing.
Can you give me the moment of silence? Sorry. can you give me Can you give me one other trade deadline thing? I don't know that we really spoke about Harden. Harden moved
uh,
on.
no, yeah, we didn't talk about it at all. Trade deadline. James Harden, who is, if you're keeping up, was a Los Angeles Clipper. He's been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland, who was the point guard for Cleveland. In a surprising move uh, for James, because you go from Houston to New York to Philadelphia to LA
There's a common
to
theme
Cleveland.
with those.
Cleveland, yeah, to Cleveland. Not really necessarily your big city.
It doesn't have
Uh,
James Harden's vibe.
no, but whatever. Also, too, if uh, James Harden does end up getting a ring in Cleveland, it's still that's like it's Cleveland, but it'll always be like LeBron's umbrella. Like, you know what I mean?
Kinda. Yeah.
Like, I just feel like LeBron's not on the team. I know that, but I don't
They
know. Had he won with the Nets, with the Sixers, with the Clippers, I think it would be
right.
different. But
The way that Cleveland slobbed LeBron's knob the last time that he was in town,
oh
it's
yeah,
like uh, he's done everything but announce that he's retiring. I feel like I feel
yeah,
like
uh,
he's got to be. I would say he's got to be retiring, but at the same time, the way that I think about LeBron is that he's going to get a 1 year retirement tour where everyone slobs his knob. Like he can't have
yeah,
it where he just fades out at the end of the season
yeah.
and is gone.
Like, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I would agree with you, but LeBron just doesn't seem like the type that would just be like, uh, yo,
Yep,
like an MJ,
actually done.
where yeah, it midway through the offseason, he just goes, "I'm out."
No, he's going to have a announcement that's like at
Yeah,
the end of this season, next season is my last year, and allow everyone to
yeah.
get their gifts ready for LeBron. Um,
I think, I think, I think next year will be his last year. Um, or he is gonna play until 2028 and go the 25 seasons. But he's put out a lot of feelers this year, where next year sounds like it's going to be his last.
I mean, yeah, he in every post game that I see of him, it's only whenever he's talking about how old he is. Um, Something I saw, I know that Harden had a, it's like Harden had a full trade, a full no trade clause. Like he got to decide where he went. He was in the last year of his deal, and I feel like he probably screwed the Clippers over, but they still moved him, and it was more about a contract than it was about maybe a
Well,
destination.
yeah. Well, here's the thing about James, though. Like, if you got to trade him, like, I think Stephen A. Smith said it on ESPN this morning. If he asks for a trade, you have to trade him, because he's going to show up. He's going to do nothing for the next 3
He'll wear the
weeks
fat
if you
suit
don't
again.
trade him. Yeah, he'll wear a fat suit, and he'll gain 30 pounds in 3 weeks,
He'll
and
tank your
come
chances
up,
with or without you. So get him out of the building.
yeah, come out fat as shit, and you'll be like, okay, well, this is not the guy, so let's trade him. So, anyway, James Harden, he's in Cleveland. Don't care anymore. Um, Jaren Jackson, he was with the Memphis Grizzlies. He was a power forward. I think he won Defensive Player of the Year once or twice. He's now with the Utah Jazz. Look out for them next season.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Uh,
moves to be making for a team that has been a cellar dweller for three,
yeah,
4 seasons.
yeah. I don't know their coach's name, but He's
Is it the same guy that it has been for like?
it has been for the last couple
Okay,
seasons.
I don't know if it's the
Yeah.
same like slick back hair guy that I remember.
No. But they got Laurie Markkinen. He's a good center. Um, so you pair Jaron Jackson up with Laurie, and you got a good front court there. Um, and a lot of good pieces on the wings. I think they had a top pick this past year, and he's turned out to be all right. So they could be on the up and
Is
coming.
what's his
Look up.
name? Is Joe Ingles still playing basketball?
He is. He's in Minnesota actually, and Joe Ingles is their inbound specialist.
Good for him. You know, I used to hate him. I
Like
used to hate
he
seeing him.
he, he doesn't play ever, but if it's like at the last play
Crucial
of the game,
inbounding play.
a crucial
That's
inbounding
hilarious.
play,
That's a great niche to
they'll
fill.
put him in.
You know,
Yeah,
people talk about like best jobs in sports, and they talk about the backup quarterback. The best
yeah.
job in sports is whatever Udonis Haslam has been doing for the past 6 years. Just being unk, just being unk
Yeah,
in the clubhouse.
yeah. So he's retired now. He's working for ESPN, but yeah, for the last 10 years of his career, he was
Just
just
unk.
it was just the
It's like,
the
what is Jeff Green getting paid for right now?
10th guy in the rotation and not doing
Yeah,
anything.
if you come in, the score is a 40-point margin. Otherwise, you're just here to talk
There's a
ball.
clip of there's a clip of Tari Eason talking to Jeff Green pregame while they're just shooting around. He said Tari was talking to him and it was just like, "Hey, if you really keep your head down, you keep doing the right thing, you're the future of this team. You're really gonna make it big someday."
Boy, you
It
better
was just
shut the
Jeff Green's face was just like these kids, man.
these damn kids.
These damn kids. I'm only 8 years older than my staff, and sometimes I think of it. My issue sometimes is more like the English the teacher in the urban city. How do I
How do I
reach these
reach these
kids?
kids?
How do I reach these kids? Like losing sleep at night.
Even if you're not a South Park fan, best episode of South Park ever is Cartman being the teacher. How do I reach these kids? Yeah, yeah. You teach them to cheat. You teach them to cheat really
Yeah.
good.
All right, and there was some other news around the association.
That's the coolest thing that the NBA has going, by the way.
You call it the
You call it the
association?
association. There's some other news around the association.
Oh, okay. Sneaky big move here around the NBA. There's a 3-team trade. Jaden Ivey, who was with the Detroit
Is he the
Pistons,
big dude from Purdue?
small dude from Purdue.
Okay.
He was him and Mike Conley of the Timberwolves.
I know Conley handles.
Who used to play for
Grizzlies.
the aforementioned Jazz and Grizzlies, was traded to the Chicago Bulls, and there's a lot of speculation that Giannis Antetokounmpo
Nice work.
is headed to Minnesota.
I was gonna say, there's been a lot of talk about Mr. Yanni going somewhere. There was a lot of talk about a Houston Giannis, and it always stopped at Şengün would be involved in the trade, and so it's a no-go from me.
Yeah, probably Şengün, and I bet you every single one of those teams is trying to throw Reed Shepherd in the deal.
Peace.
Yeah, and I mean if you're trading away someone like like if a package like Şengün and Reed Shepherd, I want Anthony Edwards in return. Like that's my
Right.
expectation. I want the next. I want the next best thing. Um, and I'm not
Like
willing
not
to
a
give
starter
up.
for everybody. That's the issue.
Yeah, and Giannis, as great as he is, he's my age,
He's
or
old.
just even,
He's old as dirt.
which is old, which is old. Had I be 3 years younger, not yeah, but Şengün is what 22,
Oh
23.
no way! Really? I thought Shingun had to
He
be
might
like late 20s, like 26 at least.
no, he's a
I'm
baby.
gonna look.
He's a young guy. I'd be shocked if he was older than 23.
He is
Shocked.
23.
23.
That's insane.
So, yeah. And so he's already got an
Yeah,
all-star appearance and he just dropped 39 points the other
with
night.
like nearly
Uh
20 rebounds.
yeah, and he dropped down I want to see what this guy looks like when he's 29, when he's
Yeah,
30. I want to see him in 5 years. I know what Giannis is going to look like in 5
it's not
years.
what you want.
Retired. He's going to be
His
retired.
knees are gonna give. He's
Yeah. Yeah. He's not even playing right now. He's got a calf strain. And so, red flag there. Tyrese Halliburton had a calf strain and he
and
played
then you
and he tore his ACL and he's missing the whole entire
yeah,
season.
and that happens more often than not. That they get a little calf strain, and it's like a tweak to the Achilles, and then one
Yeah.
little one-off play, and they make a sudden change, and your Achilles goes
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah. I've heard uh I've heard Tari Eason's name a lot in trade talks and he's one to
It's good
he's an interesting
to lose
one.
it.
He's a guy you don't want to lose. He's valuable. He's got but his contract is interesting. I don't think we picked up his
No,
option
he's an
and
unrestricted next
he's
year.
he's
Hmm.
unrestricted. So, you
As far as
know,
trade pieces, he's like less valuable.
yeah. So looking at what you have to pay going forward, which Amon Thompson is going to be probably getting paid, is going to get paid. Reed Shepard, keep him. He's probably going to get paid. Um, you know, see what you got to see what you can get for Tari. And if you need a point guard, maybe it's a guy you can get on a expiring contract or a 1 year deal that can still be a part of the team next year when Fred Van Vliet is back, and then you have Shepard, Vliet, Thompson, whoever you bring
Yeah,
in, and then
you
you
have
also
a backcourt.
and then you have Adams coming back, and maybe this offseason you trade Capella for another big or a draft pick or whatever it might be. I
You know
don't know,
what? The
but
NBA is so weird that way that it's the only league that I know. I guess it's because your roster size is so much smaller than the other leagues that the draft pick trading is like we're trading 2032 second rounders. You know what I mean? Like that never happens in the NFL more than like 3 years out, maybe.
no, yeah, draft pick they're valuable, and I read something the other day where um, the Rockets are like they're okay with trading away some of their
And I
draft
think you ought
assets
to
because
because you have
they have a lot of they have a lot of picks. I think they have Brooklyn. They have a couple of Brooklyn's picks. They have a couple of um. Oh well, maybe we traded some of those. No, I don't think we
if you
did.
have Kevin Durant, the clock should be ticking. The clock
Yeah, you have to win. Yeah, you have to win a championship
in the next 2 to 3 years,
this is
or the
the
window.
next 2 to 3 years. In the next 2 to 3 years, you have to win a championship.
That's the window.
Simple as that. Simple as
Simple
that.
as 2 to 3 years. That's it.
That's
And
it.
if you don't, then some of these
And
players
you be-
miss out on the only shot they're going to get because
see 1,
there's a
2,
lot of
3.
players. Hey, simple as that for you. That album's going on the rotation tomorrow. Good. Thank you for
You're welcome.
that. We teased it earlier. Let's go ahead and rip it. The flight fight for the week, since it is Super Bowl week. You want to give a Super Bowl pick real quick, or you want to wait till? Let's wait till after. We'll do our Super Bowl pick.
Yeah, let's wait till after. Let's wait for the call out.
This week's flight fight, we've done a couple food ones, couple silly ones. So we got to get back to our meat and potatoes, which is our sports. Our bread and potatoes, which is just a lot of starch. It's just a lot of carbs, which is really what it should be. The beer. We're getting back to our beer and potatoes.
Hey, have you ever heard of girl dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy dinner.
Bread and potatoes. That's boy dinner.
Boy dinner. A microwaved baked potato and a pilsner.
Yeah, and a pilsner. With a steak, with a ribeye, meat and potatoes.
Meat and tater. The fight for today is best NFL players to never win a ring.
Oof. Oh man.
There's a stat that was going around. I remember they mentioned it, and I don't know why they just mentioned it for this particular guy, but they mentioned it whenever Burrow made it. They said whenever you make it and lose, like it's more often than not that you just don't make it back. And you can see how or why. The Bengals haven't even made the playoffs since then.
Yeah. I'm really hoping Drake May is our Dan Marino. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, I have the first pick, and that's him. Dan Marino.
You're picking Dan?
Picking
Dan Marino.
That's the first pick of the draft,
Dan, man.
No question, no doubt. First ballot Hall of Famer. He has modern day numbers in a league that was completely different than this league. Yeah, he's an all-time great quarterback, and he never did it.
Yep.
I'm taking Dan the man.
Yep. And he was also very good in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Einhorn's Finkel. Finkel's Einhorn.
And he has a great line of Skechers commercials. If we're going to be real, I'd buy a pair of Skechers if Dan Marino told me this is the one. But you got to point to the shoe and say, that one. That one, get that one.
Yeah.
2 to you.
Oh, it's so tough. Barry Sanders.
There's a lot of them. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Poor Lions,
Poor Lions. Poor Texans.
Dude, don't even. They would scoff at you for that. They would. You don't know what I've been through, is what they would tell us.
Yeah, I do. I do Detroit. You think
that we're on their level of suffering?
As a city, yes, because as a city you have to put into account the Houston Oilers as well.
Okay, but I don't know that they've ever been to one as a franchise, and the
Oilers never been to one.
I know,
either.
But they're the Detroit Lions. They've been around forever.
Since forever. I have always compared Houston and Detroit. Detroit is the Midwest, northern Midwest, whatever you want to call it, whatever they are. Midwest, Michigan. They're the Midwest. They're the Midwest.
That name was taken.
The Mideast.
They're the Middle East, but that name is taken.
Yeah, but I said it right, didn't I?
They're the Midwest.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Okay.
I'm making a joke about Afghanistan.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Uh, no, I have always thought Detroit was the Midwest Houston. I've always compared those two. One's one's the Motor City, one's the
Space,
Oil City,
Space City, Oil
and
City.
Space. Yeah. Anyway, third. Speaking of Houston Oilers, give me Earl Campbell.
Earl makes a great kolache.
He does make a great kolache.
Yeah, yeah. The the bold sausage kolaches at Shipley's are called the Earl Campbell bold sausage cheese kolache.
Hmm. He did he think of
I'm
that?
sure he did. I'm sure it was his brainchild. Or he just
Gotcha.
got a fat check for holding up
It's
a kolache.
we'll get to it another time, but I got a bone to pick with Shipley's. I got a bone to pick with Shipley's.
I mean, yeah, they went
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
corporate.
Yeah, that's what
They
I'm
got too
saying.
big.
Man.
Too big for their britches.
Anyway, what's your second pick? We'll talk about Shipley's. We'll get to Shipley's another time.
Shipley's draft would be a good draft.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, the hate. Let the hate flow. Okay. I'm gonna go with two wide receiver legends of our time. I'm gonna go Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Whenever he was on the top of his game, they would put
Yeah.
they would put two guys on him at goal line to jam him, and they'd still throw him the ball.
Yeah, he was great. He recently came out and said that he was like, I played a lot of games high on weed.
High on weed. That's exactly how he phrased it too.
That's not how he said it, but that's the best way I could put it.
Ricky, I was high when I said that. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. If you play for
Yeah.
the Detroit Lions for long enough, you go, I can't keep doing this shit.
Something's got to get me out here. We're 0-14.
And I'm the best receiver in the league.
And I'm the best player in the
I have
league.
1,700 yards, and we're 0-14.
Was that the year before they got Stafford, or was that?
He was with Stafford for
Stafford.
his best years.
But was that 0-16 team? Was
I think
that
so.
the year before
Defense was
Stafford?
number one
or-
overall.
Repeat that.
I said, I
sorry.
think so, because I think Stafford was a first overall pick.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Uh,
So
And Stafford might have gone. No, he didn't. It was probably Dan Orlovsky that went 0-16. I think.
no, he was probably no.
It doesn't matter. They were
It doesn't.
probably,
Matter.
you know
It
what?
doesn't matter.
John Kitna. It was John Kitna.
John Kitna.
My third pick.
What?
My third pick is the natural, Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Look at you. Look at you, shampoo.
No vax. Please, thank you.
No vaccines. Thank you. See, your mind went vaccines. My mind went shampoo.
Just it's just where we're at.
Is that just my vulnerability, my naiveness?
No, it's my 2016 mindset of politics has never left. I'm still there.
Oh, come.
I'm
Come,
back now.
catch up to us. We're washing our hair with Johnson and Johnson.
Hey, you know what? The gold-colored baby soap, it's the best smelling soap on the market.
I agree. The Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, the one for like infants.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Sidebar. I got new shampoo. I got Pantene. I got Pantene
The Pro
shampoo.
V?
I haven't seen Pantene since early 2000s.
See,
And my aunt uncle's
you say
house.
you say Pantene Pro V, you think shampoo. You say Pro V, I think golf ball.
I didn't say Pro
I know,
V.
but Pantene Pro V. That's what it is.
What's Pro V?
It's their highly selective formula to keep your hair all nice and smooth. Brother,
All right,
Pantene Pro V.
back to football. Back to
Ask any
football.
female out there.
Females, if you're still listening, hats.
Females, my wife, my mom, if you're listening, Pantene blank blank.
Yeah, Carly, I'm talking to you. Is this actual?
Pantene Pro V?
Is this actually
Pantene Pro V?
Pro V Pantene? Okay. You have one more pick?
Nope. It's up to you for 2.
Me for 2. Quarter. Oh, just players to not win a Super Bowl. Oh. Give me. I did not prepare for this.
You're going off the dome piece?
I am going off the dome piece. I felt like this is one that I easily could. Oh, LaDainian Tomlinson.
LT.
L2.
I have to assume, just because his teams were the Chargers and the Jets, that checks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
LT, maybe fantasy god. Maybe the best fantasy player to ever play, besides Jerry Rice. Before our time, before our fantasy lives had begun. But LaDainian Tomlinson,
Yeah.
if you drafted him
Yeah.
and you lost, retire. Just retire.
No, don't say that because there's a lot of factors. We don't need to go into that. There's a lot of factors that go into place.
Don't stand up for the 2005 runner-up.
I will, and I will also defend the 2005 guy who barely missed the playoffs and got shit on. Anyway,
Did that guy?
It's for another time. It's for another time, Clay. We don't need to go down that road today.
Do you want to spin again? Do you want to spin again?
Is that an option? Is this legit right now? Spin again?
Look, I almost don't even want to do the spin. I want to see you eat the Mel burger. I was at Mel's not long ago.
Okay.
I would consider it a good out, and I could also consider it. I have to talk to the wheels are. Okay. All this has to be
Who's the wheels are?
Taylor Caldwell is the wheels are. It's been established, but I think that the Mega Mel as the alternative punishment, like the veto, if you veto your punishment, then the punishment is the Mel, is not the worst punishment, and it would also be comical to watch you try to eat that burger.
It would be. And I would.
It's over a pound of bacon.
Okay.
It's lettuce bigger than your face.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
But I would do that in a heartbeat. I don't want to get kicked out of this.
Hey, I'm glad that your frame has changed though. You've gone from I'm not doing it to I don't want to do it, which is a big shift. We're getting there. we're getting there.
I'm sorry. I spoke. I'm doing it.
No,
I'm supposed to be taking
which is different.
My daughter has not yet gone to the zoo. We're planning on taking her to the zoo for the first time this year.
Brother.
And you want me to take her for the first time to the zoo, and all I can think about
you're adding stipulations. Doesn't
No,
have to be her first time to the zoo that you're getting kicked out.
No, what you're saying, what I'm saying, I'm not saying like when the first time I take her to the zoo is when I get kicked out. What I'm saying is I will take her to the zoo, but I won't enjoy myself.
It's a scouting trip.
I won't.
You're scouting.
I won't. I won't enjoy the precious moments with my
Take
daughter for
pictures.
her first time seeing wild animals. No, I'll be looking at every single turn, corner, canny that I can to get kicked out of this place. Talking to staff,
This is the best.
talking to security.
This is the best. This is what it was. This is the punishment. That's why it's so good.
Making arrangement. No, that's not that. That is
You're
a punishment.
punishing yourself prior to the punishment, which is beautiful. It's perfect.
So I'm doubly punished?
You're the only one doing it to yourself.
No. I will gladly do the Mel burger, even though I shouldn't. It actually Zach White should do it since he came in and replaced
no wins
Murph.
and no losses in this league.
He took over Murph's team before Murph finished the season.
Murph had satisfied.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
It's a very nice twist of the truth. It's a very nice twist of the truth.
Is it a twist?
Yeah, that's what I expect from a newspaper editor.
What is
you and your left-wing agenda?
So what actually happened though? When
he satisfied the conditions to not lose, and so once you don't lose, it's okay to move on because your games are inconsequential from this point on.
But he wasn't.
He wasn't even in the league. How would he get punished? He didn't win or lose a game.
He took over the team. He took over a team that before the season ended. So he inherited whatever their wins and losses was.
It doesn't matter. He won. The only way that the switch was made.
If this happened, if this happened, if this happened,
this is not your newsroom.
If this happened in the off season, that would be one thing because he would be taking over a new team. But he took over an existing team, so he inherited the wins and losses of that team.
Can I talk now?
Speak.
Do you think that Zach White would have taken over the team if Murph was in the Pooper Bowl and had to win to not get the punishment?
No.
Okay.
But he did.
There you go.
Anyway.
That's the answer.
But he did it anyway.
If Murph had anything to play for, then he wouldn't have switched out.
But he did have something to play for.
He satisfied the condition that he cannot be the pooper. He satisfied the condition that he cannot be the pooper.
So he took. So when did he take over? The very last, the championship week?
No, not the championship week. It was the Pooper Bowl week, which was semis. Week 16.
Yeah, whatever.
I know it's whatever. Take your next pick.
Adrian Peterson.
It's a pretty good pick.
Thank you.
You have 4 running backs.
I do.
Is that an insight into next year's draft strategy?
No. There is no next year's draft strategy.
You don't have a piece of paper yet. You haven't started yet.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go in
Taylor style.
Unprepared.
Taylor style.
I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit about this league. I do not care.
It's the biggest lie that you've ever told yourself.
I don't care.
I have two left. It's my last two. I'm getting everybody I wanted, which is awesome. Um, I'm going to take another receiver, Larry Fitzgerald.
Mm,
The year that
he's
they
pretty.
did go to the Super Bowl, he was probably the best player in the league. And Larry's the guy, it's cool to be like Larry because Larry did it all for one team. And it's for a team that doesn't have any success in their name, but there's one name in the rafters that everyone who's a Cardinals fan can look at and be proud of, and it's Larry Fitzgerald. Um, very, very, very good receiver, and he did it forever. He did it for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Last pick, former basketball player Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates. 5 Hall of Famers on my squad. 4 of them are pass catchers. 1 of them's a pass thrower. Probably plenty of quarterbacks that could have been taken.
That's pretty good.
You should try taking a quarterback.
There's a lot of quarterbacks out there, actually. And I will take a page out of your playbook. But it might be a shockingly controversial pick. It might be a shocking, controversial pick. I'm going to pick Cam Newton.
He's a really good player.
I mean, in his prime, I mean, he was. I would take prime Cam Newton over 95% of the.
I would take prime Cam Newton over everyone in the current NFL except for one quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Prime Cam was amazing.
He's amazing.
From his rookie season to like his 5th year in the league, like his first 5 years in the league were just incredible.
Did he ever win an MVP? He had to have, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when they went to the Super Bowl. Which, by the way, that's my greatest Super Bowl pick ever. Was that
Denver
Super Bowl
beating Carolina?
Well, no, you had posed the question, or somebody did, who asked. It was Denver, Carolina, and somebody asked who's the Super Bowl MVP, and I said Von Miller, and I got it. The second defensive player in NFL history to win a Super Bowl MVP, and I got it.
It's a shame. Could have had number 3 this year had we made it. Because Will Anderson is as good or better than Von Miller.
Oh yeah, he would be. If the Texans were in the Super Bowl, it would either be him or Derek Stingley, or I could see Caden Bullock, like a sleeper pick.
He brought one back. Yeah,
yeah, like or if he had a 2 interception game, but it would definitely be a defensive player.
You know who would do it? Daniil would do it.
Daniil would. I mean, yeah. I mean, the veteran.
Yeah.
The veteran getting the job done.
I'd do it. That's what Daniil Hunter sounds like. He sounds like a pirate.
All right. You, so there is a game Sunday.
I'm going to read them back real quick.
Oh, yeah. Who do we have?
My team is Dan Marino, Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Antonio Gates. Your team is Barry Sanders, Earl Campbell, LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, Cam Newton. 5 running backs.
Basically.
Yeah, you mentioned there is a Super Bowl this weekend. The next time we speak, there will be a world champion of football.
Yep. Yep. And it won't be Houston, but it will be
Seattle.
Seattle or New
It'll be
England.
Seattle.
You wanted us to pick some
Props, silly props, things that you're
props.
rooting for during the
Some
game that
props.
aren't necessarily on the game. It's Super Bowl has every prop bet known to man. They'll do length of the national anthem, what color is the Gatorade that gets thrown on the
Yeah.
coach, what's the first thing that the MVP will thank in his speech, all of those things.
The coin toss. Is it going to be heads or
Never
tails?
do a coin toss bet because they'll never give you even odds on a prop on the coin flip. In other words, you'll always pay juice on a 50-50 bet, which is stupid.
Wow.
So it should be what you bet you win, but it's going to be like minus 105 both ways. It's going to be like you have to pay me $5 to place this bet, which is dumb. It's dumb. It's a 50-50 bet. I have a prop. It's a fun prop. It is football related. It's going to be longest field goal. It's like over 47 and a half yards or 48 and a half yards. So I'm rooting for a 50-yard field goal, 50-plus yard field goal. That's my prop of the week.
I like it.
What about you?
What would you say? Which side would you say?
It's probably Seattle kicking it because I know Myers can do it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with orange Gatorade.
Orange. That's good.
Orange.
I'm gonna
Gatorade.
bet this. I'll put the odds. I'll make a clip out of this and I'll put the odds up so that you can know how much you can win betting on orange Gatorade.
Orange Gatorade over Mike McDonald.
Mike Mack.
Which
one goes down the hatch?
Oh man! I saw the Christmas ale and I said I won't do that to you.
They're both
R.I.P.
They're both.
Man, I don't know. What are you more prepared for?
I'm here to party.
All right. Well, let's get rid of that Christmas ale.
I was hoping you would not say that.
I gave you the option.
Well, that's another successful episode of Game Day Chug in the books. Episode 26.
Who's your pick?
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you never announced your pick.
I mean, I think Seattle's going to win. Somebody asked Sam Darnold, Sam, you're down 4 with 30 seconds left on the 1 yard line, no timeouts. Run or pass? He said, well, I'm the quarterback, so I would say pass. People are like, I know that they don't want to hear that, but
yeah.
Hell yeah. I saw an Instagram reel that was some guy who said like it was like a voiceover. It sounded like the game, and it's like, and here's Seattle at the 1 yard line, down by 4. They need this one, no timeouts. They hand it off to Walker, and he fumbles. Walker fumbles at the 1 yard line. The Patriots recover. Like, it doesn't matter what we do.
Oh my god. I so hope the game comes down to that. Like, that pivotal moment at the goal line for Seattle. Oh, that would be great. But I also hope Seattle wins by 40. Good night.
And it,
Game day chug.
great chug.
All done.